Now, Vybz Kartel is finally out of prison and the whole down south community is jubilating. Now with the Gen Z arrest, they are like, who is Vybz Kartel? Who is this guy that is trending all over the place? He's out of prison, so what? Why is everybody jubilating? And with the people who knows him very well, knows that this man has been given a life jail term sentence. So why is he out now in the period of 13 years? Meanwhile, he was given a minimum of 30 years to request for a parole. So why is he out in the minimum of 13 years? Welcome to the 22 Miles Uncovers. Can you subscribe, like, and share to other people? And I'm going to give you the gist of whatever that led to the arrest and who Vybz Kartel is. Stay and stick around. Quick introduction. DJ Palmer, popularly known as Vybz Kartel, is a reggae dancehall artist who have been actively doing music for over a decade now, and even in prison was still releasing bangers. Now, Vybz Kartel was the one who introduced Alkaline, who introduced Popcorn, who introduced Tom Lee's pattern into the music scene. So in case you don't know, this is a quick introduction of who he is. Now let's get to why he was arrested and now he's free. So let's get to know whatever that led to his freedom now. So let me take you back to 2011 September when Vybz Kartel was arrested for the possession of marijuana. So his phones and other items were confiscated. So during those time down to 2014, that was when it was realized that Vybz Kartel was also engaged in the of one of his associates called William Lizard through his phone calls, recordings, and some video footages too.
Hombre, they don't know what's up, Lizard and we. I will call my phone today and tell me, say, them can't find the two new shoes them when me give them, dog. So them lock them in our house. Side of all feet where I build up, dog. In a all house they lock two shoes and can't find my shoes, Virgin. And I come tell my friend, off me is dog. Me just tell them, say, make sure me get my shoes by 8 o'clock in a bad man. Same thing as the rest of man, the boy, him take the thing them, dog, but the boy mama up the dog. Dash me, I make the man them dash away now, hombre. Boy, them a tell me, say, they can't find two of my shoes in the dog. I kill one of them, I give them till 8 o'clock to get my shoes. As a dead man, that, If them want them friends to live, them better get my shoes. More time I live, I love follow up certain science thing in the dog. When say a girl tell me, say she call a woman, and the woman can tell her instantly, say, the boy will go country where they move the shoes for sell them, move the shoes them for sell them in a dog. And most of me I made back on me.
According to some news circulating, Vybz Kartel borrowed some to William Lizard and asked him to return it at a given date, which he didn't. So a few days went by, Vybz Kartel decided to invite William Lizard over. So upon his arrival, Vybz Kartel took advantage of the situation and all this investigation was found through his phone's recordings. So the investigator decided to search through his home to see if they can find every evidence, and to their dismay, this guy has destroyed every evidence by burning some items at his backyard, destroying everything at his backyard too.
The police come to Vybz Kartel's house, and when they get there, they say that they smell disinfectant. The whole backyard had been destroyed. The interior of the house, they set it on fire. They never find a body. They eventually arrest all of the men, including Vybz Kartel, including the musician. As a part of the investigation, the police officers get phones, obviously. They say that on these phones there's some communications that prove their story. I'm not
So up to date, William Lizard's body hasn't been found yet, but with the video evidence and phone calls evidence against him solidify everything that Vybz Kartel has the hand in the of William Lizard, which has gotten detained and to serve a life sentence. So people are asking, why would you free someone who has been given a life sentence and has been asked to request for a parole in the minimum of 30 years? He has only done 13 years and he's already out. So people are asking, like what goes through the process and why is he even out?
Yeah. One done. I'm a baby. Kiss me, baby.
So it's true, Vybz Kartel was given a life jail sentence and also given the opportunity to request for a parole after a minimum of 30 years. But what is a parole? A parole is a conditional release of a prisoner who has been given a full sentence. So with this, you undergo a supervision during your years in prison, and when you will be given the parole too, you also go under supervision to see that yes, you are also exhibiting a good behavior whilst you are outside the prison. So in case you mess up, you'll be brought back to continue your prison sentence. So with Vybz Kartel, he was, according to the report that I read online, shows that yes, he exhibited good behavior, and one main thing was with his medical condition. Vybz Kartel was diagnosed with a grave disease. Now this guy actually explained into details what a grave disease is.
Yo, warm to Vybz Kartel. Is what about 90 or 80% of Jamaica is wondering since his most recent photos. But no worry, your friendly neighborhood pharmacist is here to explain. So Vybz Kartel basically has something called Graves' disease. Now, Graves' disease is a disease of the immune system that causes an overactive thyroid, that gland that we have right here, and is characterized by symptoms like bulging eyes, a swollen neck, and skin problems. Now, the medications that are used to treat Graves' disease can tend to lead to something that we call edema, which is basically just holding in a lot of fluid, so they might be swollen in their arms and especially in their face. Now, there's no direct cause or direct controllable cause for this. Sometimes it just happens because it won't happen. It's just mainly genetic. So it's not really like diabetes that, they can cut down your sugar to prevent Graves' disease. But yeah, saying this to say, y'all just be mindful that celebrities are humans as well, and them go through human things as well. So when you see somebody looking a bit different, just be a bit more like mindful and kind with your words than just being like, lad, I want to them. They're human and they go through human things and they get sick. Just like us.
Lawyers use this to appeal for the release of Vybz Kartel. They've tried it on several occasions, which didn't work out, so they decided to reach out to the higher hierarchy or in the higher court at British. I don't know how it worked in their system, but according to the news I read online, that is how things work out. They reach out to the British court for them to appeal for the case, and it worked out, and that has caused the release of Vybz Kartel out now.
Jamaica's version of the Supreme Court goes up through the Brits. So they have this trial in Jamaica. They appeal it also in Jamaica. The defendants appeal again, and so it goes over to the Brits. And so this ruling actually came from the British court.
So if you're out there and don't know the information on how Vybz Kartel got released from prison and what got him into prison and who Vybz Kartel is, I've explained it in this video. If you like it, kindly like, subscribe, and don't forget to put the bell on post notification. This is the story you don't know.
When I do wholesale, I want to do retail. They are the Mac, number one retail. Squad, security. Mac squad, yeah? Find the box. No? Up there.